Okay guys, so I'm bringing back in my buddy Big Kev, right? We want to talk about butterfly today, right? So again, all month we've been working butterfly sweeps, butterfly submissions from butterfly guard. And I just want to talk a little bit about the keys to successfully maintaining your butterfly guard. Because if you can't maintain it, you're never going to get any of these sweeps off or submissions off. So, you know, Kev's on his knees, and I am entering butterfly guard. So the important concepts, everything here is working at 90-degree angles, all right? So when my hooks are in, they're not flat on the floor. They're at 90-degree angles. My toes are flexed. They're flexed out to create this V that he's sitting in, right? 90 degrees. My knees are at 90 degrees. My hips are at 90 degrees. My elbows are at 90 degrees. My nose is directly over my nuts. Everything is 90 degrees, right? So the principle of 90 degrees, everything at 90 degrees, you're going to be on balance, you're going to be in power, you're going to be in structure. If your legs are here, right, they're greater than 90 degrees, you're getting passed. You have nothing at this point. He is going to pass. If your legs are less than 90 degrees and other things are less than 90 degrees, you're likely to get passed, but at least you'll still have some options, okay? So 90 degrees is going to be the max for you. Getting your legs stretched out, awful. Getting your legs crunched in, not the end of the world, but not optimal. I do want to talk briefly about if they do try to crush your legs in. All right, because if he's trying to move backwards and you know, extend my legs out, I can always move with him, right? So if you start moving back, Kev, right, I can always stay with him with our butt scoot, right? But a lot of times, especially in a situation like this where I got a bigger, stronger guy, he might crush my hooks in and flatten me out, right? So if he crushes my hooks in and flattens me out, right, now he's got these at less than 90 degrees, so I'm in a little bit of danger of being passed, so I'd like to get them back to 90 degrees as quickly as possible. So what I always do is I give him a little hip bump and I create a frame. So I go hip bump and I put a frame in, right? The standard old school headlock frame defense. So this is across his neck, this cradles it, and it's reinforcing it. So he smashed my legs, I give him a little bump, and I put the frame in his neck. Standard self-defense 101. Who says you don't need self-defense? You're going to need it. Now, what I do is I use my frame to lift his chin, and then I do a kick out here. And I'm right back to my 90 degrees. I reset, and now I have my arsenal at hand. Couple of top controls you need to be aware of. We've worked a lot on the over-under, right? So coming in, over-under, right? Overhook, underhook. My head can be on the shoulder. You guys know I particularly like to put my head under their jaw and keep their head up in the air so that they can't flatten me out. You know, double underhooks is always good too. Get a bear hug, basically. You know, again, keeping my head right under his chin here, 90 degree everything. And one of my favorites, the Russian tie. Grab the wrist, grab the elbow, connect my head, and now I've got good control of him here. So 3 really solid controls on the top. You got double underhooks, you got one over, one under, you got the Russian tie. But primarily, if you want success with the butterfly guard, work with the 90-degree theory. Keep everything at 90 degrees, and that's going to lead you to more success.